Of all the different foods people eat every day, chocolate is one of the most popular around the world. Americans alone eat almost $19 billion worth of chocolate every year. This small and sweet treat has a long history filled with many interesting facts along the way. 17 surprising facts about chocolate. Number 17. White chocolate. Over the past decade, white chocolate has risen in popularity. If you have ever tasted a piece of white chocolate, you will know that it doesn't taste like most chocolate you have come to love. White chocolate's unique taste is due to not having any real chocolate ingredients in its recipe. White chocolate is actually a mix of sugar, cocoa butter, milk, vanilla, and a fatty substance called lecithin. The crucial ingredient missing from white chocolate is cocoa powder. Since white chocolate is such a simple recipe, you can create your own batch in the microwave at home. Number 16. Origins of hot chocolate. The Mayans created the first hot chocolate drink around 500 BC. Originally, the recipe consisted of cocoa seeds, water, cornmeal, and chili peppers. Surprisingly, the Mayans served their version of hot chocolate as a cold beverage. It was the Spanish who turned the bitter drink into what would be modern hot chocolate. They removed the chili peppers, added a sweetener, and served the drink hot. Ever since these changes, hot chocolate has taken the world by storm. The drink has become so popular that the fast food chain In-N-Out made hot chocolate their first new item on their menu in over 15 years. Number 15. Chocolate currency. In the Mayan and Aztec culture, cocoa beans were highly sought after. These early societies believed that cocoa beans were magical and even had divine properties. The Aztecs worshipped the food so much that they used it as currency for many years. For instance, one bean could buy you a tamale or tomato. With 100 cocoa beans, you could purchase your own healthy turkey hen. Chocolate continued to be a form of currency for payment for many years after the Mayans and Aztecs. During the American Revolutionary War, American soldiers would receive chocolate rations as payment for fighting in the military. Thankfully, chocolate is now available all around the world for only a few dollars. Number 14. Chocolate bar origin. Chocolate bars are the most popular way millions of people eat chocolate today. Long before the chocolate bar, most people consumed chocolate in various drinks. It wasn't until 1847 when Joseph Fry created a new mixture of chocolate that the world tasted the very first chocolate bar. This new form of chocolate took the world by storm and became the most popular way to eat chocolate. However, these early chocolate bars were bittersweet and would not be very tasty by today's standards. Thankfully, pastry chefs around the world continued to improve the chocolate bar recipe over the years. In 1875, the modern milk chocolate bar we all know and love was finally introduced to the world. Number 13. Chocolate milk origin. For centuries, most people consumed chocolate as a bitter drink. When Europe first imported cocoa, they struggled to drink the popular cocoa drink. Many chefs instantly began working on improvements to the drink to make it taste better. A breakthrough occurred in the 1700s after Sir Hans Sloane visited Jamaica. During his travels, Sloane saw many people use chocolate drinks as medicine to cure stomach issues. To help with the drink's flavor, he simply added milk to sweeten it. For many years, his chocolate drink sold as medicine to help with everyday ailments, but today it is a fun alternative to regular milk for children and adults all over the world. Number 12. Where chocolate grows. While chocolate is available on almost every street corner, a lot of effort goes into producing a single sweet chocolate bar. Cocoa beans grow in football-shaped pods in most tropic climates. Currently, Africa produces almost 70% of the world's cocoa bean trees. Cocoa pods are harvested and opened to pull out the 30 to 40 cocoa beans inside. The beans are then fermented and dried out to create the final usable cocoa bean form. They are then shipped around the world and used to create the millions of chocolate products we eat every day. Number 11. Ruby chocolate. Chocolate is available around the world in thousands of different products. All those products come from only a handful of types of chocolate. These three types are dark, milk, or white chocolate. The list grew in 2017 with the addition of ruby chocolate. Ruby chocolate comes from ruby cocoa beans. These naturally red beans have a berry fruitiness flavor not seen in other chocolate beans. Due to its unique flavor profile, many expect it to be incredibly popular. Chocolatiers around the world are already planning new products that use the new bean. Number 10. World records. Due to chocolate's incredible popularity, it is no surprise there are dozens of world record entries relating to chocolate. While there are usual entries for the heaviest chocolate bar, there are a handful of unusual world records. For instance, Belgium built the longest chocolate sculpture, which measured over 111 feet long. In 2013, the Festival of Chocolate in Tampa, Florida, served the largest cup of hot chocolate. Guests at the festival drank the over 880 gallons of hot chocolate chocolate during the event. In Tokyo, a chocolate manufacturing company made the largest box of chocolate bars, weighing over 4,500 pounds. Number 9. Worldwide love of chocolate. Since it is available at almost any convenience store and usually very cheap, chocolate is incredibly popular. Estimates place the chocolate industry as worth over $100 billion. Even more interesting is that the demand for chocolate is also rising. Between 2015 and 2016, over 7 million tons of chocolate were consumed worldwide. Europe is still the largest consumer of chocolate, consuming more than half of the world's supply each year. Research shows that in the United States, the average person consumes almost 10 pounds of chocolate every year. Number 8. Fatal consumption. As we all know, chocolate can be lethal if a pet eats even a little bit. However, what you might not know is that chocolate contains a dangerous chemical for humans. Theobromine is a chemical present in almost every plant in the world, including cocoa beans. This chemical is responsible for the surge of energy many people experience when they eat chocolate. Research has even shown that heightened consumption of chocolate can make some people twitchy and nervous. However, if a human eats over 22 pounds of chocolate in a short period, it can result in death. Number 7. Chocolate chip cookie. You can find chocolate chip cookies almost everywhere, even at most fast food restaurants. However, in the 1930s, the chocolate chip cookie was considered an escape from the Great Depression and both world wars. Ruth Wakefield first created the now famous chocolate chip cookie in the 1930s at her Toll House restaurant. After many attempts, Ruth produced a simple but important recipe that she printed in her 1938 cookbook. The recipe skyrocketed in popularity after Betty Crocker mentioned it in her radio program. Ruth sold the recipe and the Toll House name to Nestle for a total of $1 a year after she first published it in her cookbook. Number 6. Hot chocolate and orange cups. Hot chocolate is enjoyable no matter how you drink it. However, research in both Spain and the UK have proven that the container foods are served in can affect their taste. After conducting a study of 57 people, researchers concluded that orange cups make hot chocolate taste the best. They also discovered when hot chocolate comes in a cream cup, it is usually said to be more sweet and have a better aroma. While this may seem surprising, decades of research has gone into product packaging. Number 5. Strange chocolate products. Due to chocolate being popular worldwide, there have been dozens of chocolate products produced. While most of these are usually basic, some chocolate products are rather strange. Most of the unusual products are a mix of chocolate with some other ingredient. Take, for instance, the limited edition Gouda cheese Kit Kat that contains 58% Gouda by weight. The strangest chocolate product produced came from the Belgium Post Office in 2013. To celebrate the country's love of chocolate, the post office made 500,000 chocolate stamps. These stamps not only smelled like chocolate, but they also tasted like it. Number 4. Chocolate cockroach allergy. For an unfortunate few, chocolate can cause allergic reactions. You may think this is due to an allergy to cocoa or one of the other ingredients that make up chocolate. However, research has shown that most allergic reactions are a result of cockroach contamination. The trees that produce cocoa beans are hotbeds for cockroach colonies. During the harvesting process of cocoa beans, cockroaches are usually picked up with the beans. While this may make you want to stop eating chocolate, bugs in your food are somewhat common. The FDA has even set a rule that says any 100-gram chocolate bar should contain at most 60 insect pieces. Since many products we eat grow in the wild, it is almost impossible to avoid having various bug parts in your food. Number 3. Chocolate health benefits. Every few years, a new headline emerges saying that everyone should eat some amount of chocolate every day. For decades, doctors have been trying to understand if there are any real health benefits of chocolate. There's already some evidence that points to chocolate helping the heart. Research from 24 studies showed that small amounts of cocoa could lower blood pressure and unhealthy cholesterol. Both of these issues are critical factors in heart attacks. However, no research has shown that cocoa can prevent a heart attack from occurring. Even though there is no hard evidence, it won't hurt to eat the occasional piece of dark chocolate from time to time. Number 2. Belgium's love of chocolate. Even though Switzerland ranks as the country that consumes the most chocolate, Belgium is always trying to one-up them. Belgium is known for their custom chocolate, named after the country, and have taken great strides to make the world's best chocolate. For over 100 years, Belgium has been working to train the best chocolatiers from around the world. There are already over 2,000 chocolate stores in the country. With over 800 tons of chocolate sold every year, the Brussels airport in Belgium holds the crown for the most chocolate sold anywhere in the world. Number 1. Chocolate shortage. As chocolate has grown in popularity, the amount of chocolate needed to be produced to satisfy the world has skyrocketed. And while new farms are being built to help satisfy the demand, a new threat is on the horizon for cocoa beans. As with most crops, the most significant threat to cocoa beans comes from climate change. However, 2 diseases have been spreading throughout Latin America that are killing cocoa trees. Thankfully, the diseases have not spread to Africa, where most of the cocoa trees used for production grow. Scientists have been working to find some way to slow the disease from spreading.